It's nearly impossible to read through Paul's epistles and not get on your knees in worship and wonderment at God's greatness. Paul pointed out that God is God no matter what the situation at hand might be. We can't change God, but according to the Apostle Paul, God can change us for eternity. In fact, that is God's goal for us. Sometimes, as I read through Paul's epistles, I wonder what it would be like to have him come to our church on Sunday, stand on the platform, and answer any questions we might have. We would likely be impressed by his presence, dress, and manner. We would sit on the edge of our pews, hanging on his every word. Some years ago, I wrote a biography of Robert A. Jaffrey titled Let My People Go. Jaffrey, a missionary to China, had done some remarkable work there, but then at the end of World War II, he was killed in a Japanese prison camp. When I first sat down with Brother Jaffrey, I began asking him all kinds of questions. What did you do? How did you do it? What was the effect of it? And no matter what the question was, if he answered it at all, it was with a one or two word reply. I felt frustrated by this because I wanted to write about his important work in China. Not knowing how to proceed, I decided to switch course and simply asked, "Tell me, Brother Jaffrey, what is God doing in China?" That was like turning on the spigot, and he went on to flood me with all kinds of areas God was actively involved with in China. If I had the Apostle Paul with me, I'd follow a similar line of questioning. Brother Paul, what is God doing through your life? How is he using you for his purpose? I believe he, too, would flood me with all kinds of things God was doing in and through his life. Paul was not concerned about himself and his activities so much as he was concerned about what God was doing through him. Paul didn't care about being seen as great, as so many leaders are today, but he was passionate about the greatness of God. Another question I might ask the Apostle Paul is, why did God honor you above others? Yet I'm not sure Paul would answer it because he did not consider himself as honored above other people. His testimony in this regard can be found in 1 Timothy chapter 1 verse 15, which says, "This is a faithful saying, and worthy of all acceptation, that Christ Jesus came into the world to save sinners, of whom I am chief." Paul didn't think he was above anybody else. Rather, he believed he was below everyone. He didn't showcase himself as a model, the ideal apostle. Instead, he allowed Christ to shine through him. In this way, all honor and glory went to God alone.